What up, do-gooders? Welcome back to the B&B series here on the Game Days for Good channel, and plays a little unconventional fighting game. This is Gundam Wing Endless Duel for the Super Famicom. Never released in the West, mainly because this came out in 1996. The N64 was so prominent, and you know, Super Nintendo games were few and far between in the West. Plus, it was based on an anime that had not yet been translated in the West. I think this only came out around 2001. At least my recollection, that's when this came out in North America. Translated by Sunrise for the West. No, I have a history with this. I discovered this game probably around the same time. It was around 96, 97. And my brother and I were just scouring the internet for like just any type of game to play that wasn't traditional. Honestly, I think my brother was looking for like the Japanese versions of Pokemon to play through. He's looking for Pokemon Yellow translated, but he found a partially translated one and just kind of played through it. And then we discovered this. No idea what Gundam was. And then when Gundam Wing started airing, well, in the US it was on Cartoon Network, but here in Canada it started airing on YTV shortly after Dragon Ball Z, we got hooked. And then I was like, oh wow, like I actually want to go through and play this game. So I am playing a ROM hack of this that puts Epion, the final boss, as a playable character in it. Also, it's a fast ROM hack, so there's no slowdown. And also reducing flickering, because I was going to play this originally and then just have a big warning that said, if you're photosensitive or prone to epilepsy and seizures, do not watch this video, watch something else. But thankfully 3 years ago someone made this ROM hack to eliminate all the flashing, so we can play this properly without fear of getting hurt. So here we go. So of course Hero's in there twice with Wing Zero. You got Tall Geese, Epion, which, God, that kind of breaks everything because it's trying to load Zex's face without the helmet. And then everything's maxed out, because of course he is, because he's the boss. So all I gotta do is sword run. I'll just pick Wing. I'll just pick Hero. And we're going against Wu-Fang Shenlong, which he calls Nataku. I'm gonna get some stuff wrong when I'm reminiscent about the show, because of course I am, because I haven't seen the show in like 20 some years since its original airing. Plus Endless Waltz, the one-off movie that kind of like finalized the series and gave us some really sick looking Gundam designs. So this is a 4-button game made by Natsume, and if everything kind of feels and sounds similar, it's because Natsume were the ones that developed Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Fighting Edition, on the SNES. So I know someone did a series of videos where it's just like, hey, what's the next Power Rangers? So it was like a bunch of Natsume games that were like, hey, what should we play if we're not getting another Power Rangers game? Here's some examples. Hey, you want another version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Fighting Edition? Pick up Gundam Wing Endless Duel. So here's one of the changes right here. It's a solid blue background, which I love, because once you finish this, it would just like flash like crazy. And I'm not photosensitive, but it hurts. Oh man. Isn't that the face of a guy who just wants to tear up your birthday invitation and then immediately tell you that they're going to kill you? Episode 1, mind you. The shooting star she saw. I always love Heavy Arms as a Gundam. He's got a big gold Gatling gun, but that also means that he's limited to his weaponry. At least, you know, Hero's got a beam saber, a sword. He can transform into a jet, which I can't remember the inputs for that. I can just do this stuff. Yeah, single button presser. I'm just wasting supers like crazy. But no, this is like, these are one of those like what people call poverty fighting games. I talked a little bit about it in a video I did on my own personal channel. Where like these are the games that you're not going to get them on the grand stage at Evo in the retro category, but they're still fun games to play. You know, not super deep mechanics, but still fun enough to play in the casual setting, or even if you just want to run a silly little tournament, you can do that. Yeah, let's keep his distance. God, I feel like I'm playing Injustice against Deathstroke. Just keep your distance. You want to play the game? Oh, he got me. But no, it's like this is one of those random ones I just found on a website, and I really enjoyed. And then when the series came out, my brother and I got hooked because it's like, hey, remember that fighting game we found on the Super Famicom? They made a show out of that, and it finally got dubbed. Like, it's not like nowadays where like a Japanese show comes out and it's like immediately dubbed. No, we gotta wait. We had to wait for this shit. Like, I feel like Dragon Ball Z was started in like 87, and then we didn't properly get it until like the late 90s. And I mean late 90s. God, I went to college in 2000 and Namek was still being blown up. Like, do you have a watch? I don't think you do. You believe in your own... Oh, I'm sorry. Are we the president of the goddamn United States? What okay. When did this become Metal Wolf Chaos all of a sudden?
I am still here.
So?
Believe in your own justice.
Yeah, I know I'm in a mech, but... Okay, am I gonna fight the vice president now? By the way, go play Metal Wolf Chaos. Hello, Scott McNeil. How are you? Are you gonna be voicing Rat Trap, Dinobot, Silverbolt, Waspinator, or all the other 12 million characters you do in Beast Wars? Oh, okay, I'll stop making fun of Beast Wars. Stop. Yeah, I think it's this song that I kind of like pull the similarities to Power Rangers. It's like same sound font, maybe even the same composer. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, I can do that simple. I can do that super no problem, but I'm trying to find out what the other ones are. Shit. Oh, God. See if I can actually do a good run on this. Now, I was thinking of making this one of our, like, story time or fighting game story times, but there's, you know, that's kind of reserved for like the newer games, like the NetherRealm games. You know, oh, you burned through that, didn't you? So, look for those videos in the future. But I need, like, you know, a couple of the other hosts to come in and co-com when we go over it. So, like, we're talking like Injustice, MK921. You know, ones that have like the actual like cinematics and story to it. You have no health. Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's dead as shit. Don't even try. Don't even try it. Do or do not. There is no try. Okay, Hero versus the 1%. Yeah, cause like Gatro, like, you know, he's got them hooks, you know, and the shield, you know. But at the same time, he has his own personal armada of mobile suits behind him. Why? Because he's rich. There's no other way around it. He's just here because he's rich. You'd think he'd be on the side of the bad guys, but then again, like, it's hard to say who are the bad guys. Is it the colonists? Is it the Earthlings? Which, you know, we're all human beings at the same time, but like, apparently people that live like in this universe, people that live on colonies think they're better than us. Maybe they are. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe I'd have a big old brain on mine if I decide I lived on the colony. Yeah, but that's like living in a Dyson sphere or the Halo ring or the Citadel from Mass Effect. You'd have like, you know, you wouldn't have any like horizons or sky. Just be looking at your horizon and sky would be the fucking buildings. Well, I guess no, in a Dyson sphere, you've got the star in the middle. Then you got everything else like kind of surrounding around it. Ooh, ow, ow, ow. I am so happy at this ROM hack. You know, this is something that just recently got posted with the Epion hack. So we have fast ROM chipset here. No flashing, so the photosensitive people can actually play this game now. I'm super happy about this. Go search this out if you guys haven't already, or you've been intimidated playing this game because of, like, you know, possibility of epilepsy. You know that joke in The Simpsons when they're watching the anime and it's like, we now return to battle seizuring robots. That's what this is. Like, if you play the regular version of it, that's what that is. Battle seizuring robots, especially when you win. Oh. I gotta lock in here. No, I'm dead. This guy's big old Gundam meat hooks in me. Oh, that's right. They are calling this. I keep forgetting that. All right, let's mix it up. You know what? I'm gonna take Lady Un, which I think has the coldest kill in the series. So she takes a general out. It's like, I can't remember if this is like the prototype, the mobile dolls or whatnot. Like I said, it's been like 100 years since I've seen the show. I mean, it's only been 20, but still, might as well be 100 years at this point, you know what I'm saying? But like, she has the coldest kill, I think, in the entire series. Yeah, most people like die via Gundams, whatever, Gundam explosions. Oh, wow, but she like has a general in the back of a plane on a chair, opens the back of the plane, kicks him out of it. And you'd think that, oh, the fall will just kill him. No, just to be sure, I'm gonna shoot him in the head as he's falling. Like, come on, that's the coldest kill ever. There's your top 10 anime betrayals right there. Even though I don't think it really was much of a betrayal because, you know, I think she was always planning on doing it. That's just me. Ow. Yeah, these are stuff I like to see, like if there is like actual like side tournaments for this. Yeah, we're not gonna go with Lady On again. I basically picked her that for that bit and for that editing joke. We're gonna get serious now. But let me know in the comments if there are any. All right, that was easier than I thought it'd be. Yeah, it's almost as if Lady O's bottom tier or something. But yeah, someone let me know in the comments below. Do they run this game at any tournaments? Because I know like Combo Break will run like TMNT / Justice League or TMNT Tournament Fighters, you know, stuff like that. And they usually have ROM hacks that, you know, there's color options for the turtle games, just, you know, reduce slowdown, actually making it tournament viable. I picked Wing Zero, which apparently I remember like it had like this The thing was like, oh, it makes all the pilots go crazy. The mobile doll thing. The hero's like, I'm the one that can pilot. And then for some reason in the movie, it's gonna have angel wings and not transform. But I don't think there's a more iconic shot of in that movie where he's just like, I gotta save Relina. I'm gonna just keep blowing this this blast door open, and it's just a still shot of him with the two guns, the angel wings folded out, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Catra, you need to calm the fuck down. And his buddies just in the background like, we got you, Master Catra. No, I'm not gonna do this alone. Okay. And everyone's like, can he do that? He's like, shut up, we're getting paid. Not doing so hot. And kick my, I got at least one round in. Come on, real match now, no nuts. Yeah, I don't know how this did sales numbers wise in Japan, because I don't. Yeah, this is like, again, this is not 96, so the 64 would have been out for a full year in Japan. Only came out here in 96. And by then it was just like Super Nintendo games in this economy. Come on. Oh, no. Ow. Oh. Ooh, no. Oh. I couldn't mash out of it. It's like fighting Zinky for E Honda. I think I saw a video somewhere where like it was either Justin Wong or Maximilian watching it, where like it was super turbo cheats. Like the CPU will just like, it'll match so hard that no human can possibly match as fast as they can. So you're gonna take massive damage from any type of grab. All right, let's just go Scott McNeil on this. I'm gonna say that they're one of the ones that would team up. No, it was Catra and Troa. You know, Duo and Hero will be the ones that always team up. And of course the other guy would just be like, no, I have honor and discipline. I answer to no one and I team with no one. But then when I get my next Gundam, he's gonna have, I know I have one stretchy arm. What about two? Yeah, I'm doing way better with Death Strike. Oh. Death Scythe. I think I said Death Strike. Sorry, a little mush mouth. But yeah, I love, like, you know, I love the ones that are, you know, super mainstream. You know, I love using my Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat and shit like that. But I love the goofy fighting games as well. And that's what we're all about here in the bread and butter. And if there's any like goofy games that you think we should check out that we haven't, please leave them in the comments down below. And you know, what's your favorite goofy ass? Like, are you a fan of this game? Do you love you some TMNT Tournament Fighters on the SNES? And I specifically say SNES because I don't know, I'm not a super fan of the Genesis version. Ooh, I interrupted it. Oh, I got him so stuck. I don't know what to do. He hits me in the face with his shield. That's what he can do. That's what he can do. I'm up. I lied. I'm not up. Okay, so double light and heavy. I does the jumps. Like, is it like I don't know the deep mechanics of this. That's for far better, more intelligent people to tell me about. I'm just a button pusher at the heart of it, but I like having fun with it. Oh, nope. Oh, God, I hit a wall. And maybe I should pick Zax and Epion and just kind of end it. This is terrible. I'll call the paramedics, please. Call an ambulance. But not for me. For you. Oh, that's weird. The logo is still Tall Geese. This is not going to go well for you. Oh no. Ow, ow. Lock the bitch. What do you got? Oh, wow. It refills my bar while doing that? Shit. I think this was the one that had the mobile doll thing that, you know, but Zex was the like, I'm the one that's gonna pilot it. Once again, not sure. Gotta go back and watch Gundam Wing. There we go. Whew. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, he broke his fuck. Yeah, that, God, I hate to see what I like is to fight him. Ooh. I don't know. I've never actually beaten this. Like I said, this is something we just play for fun. I remember when I started getting into retro collecting, and I actually imported this from Japan. Specifically called my brother over, and he's just like, "Hey, we'll play. Let's play." He's like, "Do you know what you're doing?" I said, "Most of the shit's in English except for the dialogue." Oh, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! Hold it! No! Oh. You got lucky. Yeah, I can remember it was that I imported plus a few Dragon Ball Z games. Honestly, I'm surprised that. Well, actually, I'm not surprised. Maybe a little surprised. I'm trying to remember who's got. Is it Namco Bandai still has the Dragon Ball license? They're the ones that do Dragon Ball Fighters. I don't see why they couldn't just do a Dragon Ball Z Classics collection. Do some translations and give us all the Super Book 10 games on the SNES, that weird one in the Genesis, and Castro just beat the boss. Like I say, like give us a Classics collection. I know Konami's doing a Goemon collection, and we're getting that soon. Why not make a Dragon Ball Z Classics collection? I don't know. We can at least do up to PlayStation. You can throw Dragon Ball GT Final Bout on there. I don't know why you would, but you could. You could put Ultimate Battle 22 on there. Again, I don't know why, but you could. But at least the Super Pretend games, that weird one that was an RPG. My brother played, he got the Namek, got lost, and couldn't figure out where to go. That's the next collection. I know I called it around the last Nintendo Direct that the big shocker collection that's gonna come out was finally Namco was going to make a Tekken collection. So like Tekken's 1 through 6 and Tag and Dark Resurrection and all those other side games there. Didn't happen. God, his throws are fucking hurting. Cats would just be kicking my ass. Let's do this again. I don't think I ever need to use Tall Geese or the other girl. I can't remember her name. She's another pilot. You knew that, like, you know, there's like side pilots that like, oh, they're never gonna die, even though they pilot regular ass mechs. Like, if you pilot regular ass mech, you might as well just be a regular ass stormtrooper or a red shirt from Star Wars or a Star Trek. I said Star Wars. God damn it! I'm turning into Woody. I remember that episode of Star Wars. That's when Captain Picard got inside the TARDIS. And then Mr. Worf went through the Stargate. God damn. Looks like I'm between a sand rock and a hard place. I don't think I'm ever beaten Catra. Sorry. You're not sorry. And stop being Canadian. Yeah, so that was Gundam Wing Endless Duel with this fast ROM hack and the ability to play Zephion, and removing all of the flashing is the perfect way to play it. I would highly recommend playing it. And hey, if you want us to, you know, do some sets in this over Parsec with some of the other hosts, leave a comment down below. We might make that happen. But yeah, until then, this has been the Bread and Butter series, and we'll see you on the next one, do-gooders. Take care.